event on this edition of NWA Anarchy. Truitt Fields and Shatter with an opportunity and a tall task ahead of them in the form of the genetic powerhouse Onyx and the former Anarchy heavyweight champion Jeff Lewis. Jeff G. Bailey at ringside, the NWA Elite.
Well, I mean, Shatter and Fields, I mean, they picked up an impressive victory at Tag Team Turmoil as part of season's beatings, defeating the team of Adrian Hawkins and TC Carnage. However, as you said, their work is going to be cut out for them this week as they take on Onyx and the former Anarchy heavyweight champion Jeff Lewis. Of course, right now you got to think the Elite's focus has to be on the rejects, and hopefully they're not overlooking the team of Shatter and Fields.
Well, right now, collar and elbow tie-up. The leverage playing to the favor of Shatter. Not too many people I've ever met can outpower Onyx. And right now, you know the NWA Elite, they technically came out with the victory at season's beatings. They won by way of disqualification. I've never seen Jeff G. Bailey be happy with a disqualification a day in my life.
And you're not going to see him happy with a disqualification victory. Jeff G. Bailey doesn't only like the win. Jeff G. Bailey likes to humiliate and embarrass his foes. And that is exactly what he's setting to do with Dan Wilson and the Rejects.
All right, now Greco-Roman knuckle lock, the test of strength. The leverage advantage, as I said earlier, definitely going with Shatter, who has a good 6 inches at least on Onyx. And right now, bridging back, the only man to ever be wild side heavyweight champion on 3 separate occasions, and Jeff Lewis with a rake of the eyes, and so much for that.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to do things like that.
Well, we said time and again, it is certainly something that we discussed at length at season's beatings. How evil is Jeff G. Bailey in comparison to Dan Wilson? And he is. He's one of the most evil men to ever be in the NWA arena. Period. End of story. But right now, the man walks on the side of the Angels. He is facing the Rejects. And Jeff G. Bailey, a man who's known to think 5, 6, 7 moves ahead, I sincerely hope, as you said, that the minds of the Elite collectively are not on the Rejects, but on Truitt and Shatter, because these two young men look as upset-minded as any team I've seen around here for a very long time.
Well, I mean, the tag team, you know, rich roster here at NWA Anarchy, I mean, everybody's vying for those, you know, prestigious NWA Anarchy Tag Team Championships, currently held by the Corner Pawn Shop, the Urban Assault Squad, if they're still in their possession. But, I mean, these guys right here, I mean, they're going to be looking for their shot. I mean, they did get a victory, tainted some may say, over TC Carnage and Tag Team Turmoil. That's a former Anarchy Tag Team Champion. So you had to think this team of, of Shatter and Fields have a bright future ahead of them here in 2007.
Were you at the bar in Helen? You've been coughing an awful lot. You accused me of hitting up the joint the last time we were there. Or are you back there sipping cognac the better part of the night?
You know, Greg Hunter, I'm a little under the weather, okay? I've been a little under the weather this week. I came here, I drove myself with a 105-degree temperature to be with you because I know how hard it is for you to carry these broadcasts on your own. So
under the weather? Under the weather. You sure it's not under the table? Anyway, drop kick by Fields. And now, snap suplex. You are absolutely right, though, in all seriousness. Shatter and Truitt Fields, a big feather in their cap, however controversial it may be, by eliminating TC Carnage, a former Anarchy Tag Team Champion, and the former World's Television Champion Adrian Hawkins from Tag Team Turmoil. And they made a great showing in the remainder of that contest. So right now, these two men making a very good showing against the NWA Elite. Double shoulder tackle, come off the sides, measuring the feature presentation. And now, Shatter hauls the man up. Both of these men, former United States Marines. Both of these men have served overseas. They know what it's like to be in a fight. And that is exactly what they'll find opposite of the NWA Elite in any contest. Right now, has the man up, fireman's carry position. Lewis shoved off. into a gut buster. Good grief.
You said both these men served overseas?
Yes, they did. Very proudly, I might add.
I think you read their bio wrong.
No, I didn't.
I think they actually were like below C's is what it was. They weren't very smart in school.
Don't mock that. The men served bravely overseas with the United States Armed Forces. That's not something to make a mockery of. And right now,
I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Right now, sending Jeff Lewis in. Reversal, very close to the ropes and very close to the powerful forearms of the genetic powerhouse. And Jeff Lewis only gets a 2 count and not thrilled with that at all. And now with the reverse chin lock.
Well, first of all, referee Harry Jim counting as slow as he can.
Harold James. How long have I tried to get this through to you? The better part of it, what, 6, 7 months?
Yeah.
Harold James.
Harry Jim.
Jim is only short for James when it's a first name, you idiot. It's his last name.
I didn't know that.
Would you like it if someone come up to you and called you Johnny John?
Maybe.
Oh, good grief. Reverse chin lock continued by Jeff Lewis, trying to wear down.
Why do you always try to turn things back around on me for? You know what? First of all, I don't appreciate that, Greg Hunter. You know, we got a great match going on here with a great man like Jeff G. Bailey, a great tandem as the NWA Elite, and you sit here and try to turn everything around on me.
No, actually, I was trying to explain that he was attempting to wear down the bigger man with the reverse chin lock. Back elbows, one after another, ducks the clothesline. Lewis takes to the air. Drop kick on the button. Cover, no hook of the leg again. And again, a 2 count. Jeff Lewis, 2 times a world television champion, former Anarchy heavyweight champion, making some very, very elementary mistakes here.
Greg Hunter, their mind is elsewhere. I mean, their mind is on the rejects. You got to know that.
Well, right now, Onyx, by the looks of things, has his mind on breaking the arm of Truitt Fields. Has the wrist lock of sorts, the arm barred. And notice the position of his forearm. It is across the shoulder, trying to dislocate the joint. Now has the man in a bear hug. This works over the back. Obviously, it also forces the wind out.
The massive arms of Onyx, though.
Those arms have brought many a man to submit. He made the tag, and the referee never saw a thing. As the old saying goes, everybody in the building saw it except the guy in the striped shirt.
And that's the one that matters.
It certainly is. Jeff Lewis now comes in.
I'm actually proud of Harry.
Harold, for goodness sake, it's Harold. Now trying to choke out Truitt Fields.
I don't like the name Harold. I like Harry.
Well, we've established that. Right now, the crowd coming to life here at the arena. Right hands from the feature presentation. Sends him to the near side. Knee to the midsection. Looks like that might have woke Fields up. Reversal of the Irish whip. Clothesline takes the feature presentation out of his boots. That sudden burst of strength and energy from Truitt Fields might just have been enough. The man is just a couple of feet from his corner.
The Elite look like they may be a little bit off their game.
All right, now Lewis makes the tag. So does Shatter. Right hands drilling the feature presentation. Lewis sent in. Big back body drop. And now Onyx rushes the ring. He is the legal man. Clothesline. Removes Fields from the equation. Big spinebuster slam. Drills Onyx. But the feature presentation stopping the offensive flurry of Shatter.
Well, they were looking good there for a moment. Wait a minute.
Oh, he's got Lewis up. Military press. The impressive strength of Shatter. Onyx up but wobbly legged. And now
we've never seen the Elite being gotten to like this by, a rookie tag team.
Certainly not. Punches being rained down on the heads of the NWA Elite as the crowd here at the arena counts it off. Another right hand to the skull of the native of Jamaica City, Queens.
Now, what needs to happen here, Greg Hunter, I mean, and like I said, I mean, I doubt they could do it, but Shatter and Fields, they need not to be in awe of themselves right now. They need to capitalize on what they've done.
Well, right now, capitalization is on the minds of the elite. The full Nelson on. Fields is on the arena floor thanks to the sidestep of Jeff Lewis. Onyx with the full Nelson applied. Grapevines the legs now. Many men have tapped out to this maneuver, and Shatter is next on the list.
Ladies and gentlemen,